Hello and welcome to Talk Nerdy to Me. Today we're diving into one of the most important and misunderstood topics in tech cloud security. As more businesses and individuals move to the cloud, questions about data safety often come up. Is my data really secure in the cloud? What happens in the event of a breach? And what can I do to protect my data? We'll answer all that and more, so let's bust some myths and uncover the realities of cloud security. Is my data safe in the cloud? Let's tackle the big question right away. Is your data safe in the cloud? Many people assume that storing data on premises is safer because they have physical control, but that's not always true. Myth: cloud providers are solely responsible for protecting my data. Reality: this is a common misconception. While cloud providers like Microsoft Azure and Oracle Cloud Infrastructure do an excellent job securing their platforms, the responsibility for your data ultimately lies with you. This is what's known as the shared responsibility model. The cloud provider secures the physical infrastructure, networks, and sometimes the platform itself, but you are responsible for securing your applications, configurations, and data. Think of it like renting an apartment. The landlord ensures the building is secure, but it's up to you to lock your doors and windows. Similarly, you must take steps like enabling encryption, setting permissions carefully, and ensuring backups are in place. Pro tip: regularly back up your critical data, even in the cloud. Use services like Azure Backup or OCI block volume backups. How cloud providers ensure high availability. Now let's talk about one of the major advantages of cloud storage: high availability. Cloud providers offer multiple options to protect your data from failures at the infrastructure level, giving you peace of mind. Azure Storage. Azure provides several redundancy options depending on your needs. LRS, or locally redundant storage, stores your data in 3 separate copies within the same data center. It's cost-effective but not suitable for disaster recovery scenarios. ZRS, or zone redundant storage, replicates your data across multiple availability zones within the same region, protecting it from data center failures. GRS, or Geo-Redundant Storage, copies your data to a secondary region hundreds of miles away, ensuring availability even during regional outages. RAGRS, or Read Access Geo-Redundant Storage, is similar to GRS, but allows read access to the backup in the secondary region. For instance, if your primary data center goes offline due to a power outage, Azure's ZRS ensures that your application remains operational by seamlessly switching to another availability zone. OCI Storage. OCI also offers robust redundancy options. Single AD replication stores your data across multiple devices in a single availability domain, ensuring durability for day-to-day operations. Cross-Region Replication replicates data to a completely different region, protecting against regional disasters. Block volume backups store snapshots automatically in object storage, ensuring recovery in case of failure. Example: imagine running an e-commerce site. If you're using Azure's ZRS or OCI's Cross-Region Replication, even a hardware failure won't disrupt your operations. The system will automatically switch to the healthy data copy, and your customers won't even notice the glitch. Protecting your personal and business data. Even with these safeguards, your data security ultimately depends on how you manage and protect it. Here are some practical tips. Understand your backup responsibilities. While cloud providers offer durability and redundancy, backups are still your responsibility. Use tools like Azure Backup or OCI Data Safe to create regular snapshots. For example, if you accidentally delete a file, redundancy won't help because the system will replicate the deletion. Backups, however, let you restore your data to an earlier state. Implement strong access controls. Use Multi-Factor Authentication or MFA to add an extra layer of security. Also, limit permissions by following the principle of least privilege. For example, if a team member only needs access to a specific database, don't grant them global admin rights. Encrypt your data. Always encrypt your data, both at rest and in transit. Azure provides built-in encryption for storage accounts, and OCI offers encryption by default for all data stored in block volumes or object storage. Enable monitoring and alerts. Tools like Azure Monitor and OCI Logging let you track activity in your cloud environment. For instance, if someone accesses your data at an unusual time or location, you'll get an alert, allowing you to act quickly. Educate your team. Many breaches result from human error. Regularly train your team on security best practices, including identifying phishing attacks and managing access credentials. The myth of perfect cloud security. Finally, let's address another myth, that cloud providers guarantee 100% security. While they provide incredible tools and protections, no system is foolproof. Security in the cloud is a partnership. Think of it like this. You wouldn't leave your house keys under the welcome mat, even if you lived in a gated community. Similarly, you need to take proactive measures to protect your cloud environment. Example: the City Bee incident, where a ride-sharing company left their database in a publicly accessible Azure storage account, is a classic case of user error. Azure had all the tools to secure that data, but misconfigurations led to a breach. The takeaway? Leverage the tools your cloud provider offers, but double-check your configurations. Cloud security is a shared responsibility. Providers like Azure and OCI give you an incredible foundation with features like redundancy, encryption, and monitoring, but it's up to you to use these tools effectively. Regular backups, strong access controls, and proactive monitoring are key to ensuring your data is not just available, but truly secure. Thank you for tuning in to Talk Nerdy to Me. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend or colleague. Stay curious, stay clever, and as always, talk nerdy to me. See you next time.